Alright guys, so today we're going to be installing some Acuity base bushings on Josh's FA5. Everyone go check out his account actually. Link will be down in the description. And I actually just installed some base bushings on my FA5 right over there.
Clean, brother.
But I did forget to make a video on it, so we're going to do that right now. And first off, obviously you got to take off some panels. Your shifter boot and the collar and center console pocket thing. What you're gonna need is a 12mm socket. I mean, you could use an extension. You don't really need one, honestly. If you have like a deep socket, you might. No, yeah, you probably need an extension. If you want, you can get a swivel. That might help you a little bit too. And you're gonna need your ratchet, and you're gonna need some Allen wrenches for the Acuity bushings. I forget which size it was. I'll let you guys know when I get to that. All right, so first of all, you have your three OEM base bushings. So obviously, the first thing that you're gonna want to do is take out the top bolt, and it is a 12mm. Also guys, another thing that'll help you a lot is taking this little part off. And the way you do that is taking these little metal things and pushing them back and pulling that, and it'll free it. And that way you have, well, once I get all these bolts out, it'll have a lot more movement, so that way when you're installing your new bushings, it'll be a lot easier. Now, once you got all the little 12 mils taken out, and you have this freed up, as you guys see, that helps a lot because now you have movement there, and that way you can get your hands in there, whatever you got to do. But once you got that all done, you got to take your OEM bushings out, and what I do is I just use a flat head, and I literally just push them right out, and you can put your hand under there. What I do is I usually just let them fall down, honestly, and I will open up these panels right here, and that way I could grab any bushings that might have fallen down into the cracks. So this is how the little metal piece is gonna look once you get it out of the bushing. So I basically just push it and put my hand underneath and grabbed it. And even if it does fall in, don't worry, you could easily just get it in. One way or another, you can put your hand in through here. You have a lot of access right there. Or if it falls through back, you can open up your center console a little bit. But yeah, once you get this part out, now it gets easier. You could do one of two things. You could either pry your bushing up, which I don't really like to do. I usually just push the bushing down. I think it's a little easier. That's the old OEM bushing. It's just a freaking piece of rubber.
Trash.
Trash, yeah. We don't need that no more. So you guys probably saw, like, literally everything just fell down there. So now I'm gonna show you guys how to get that. So basically, in order to get this panel access to that, you gotta go underneath your passenger airbag and or the glove box and take this part out. It literally, if you just pry it out with your hands, it literally just falls right out. So once you guys remove this panel right here, you now have access to this little push button right here, and you literally just use a flat head and pry it out. The next thing you're gonna want to do is grab a Phillips or a 8mm socket, and you can get this little screw out right here. So to get the old OEM bushings out, I kind of just pulled this part back and reached under and got the other ones. So now that you got those out, it's time to put the Acuities in. So make sure this part right here goes up top like that, and then this bushing right here, make sure the small piece right there is faced up, so like so, and then you got your screw right there.
Want me to hold up for you?
Alright, so a little trick that I kind of came up with, I just did it right there, is basically you got your bushings and grab a little screwdriver. Since it's so hard to get your hands in there, what I do is I literally put the bushing on the screwdriver, and you got to kind of be quick. So, or you can just hold the bushing like this and literally push the screwdriver against the metal surface and let it go. And that way you can literally just push it right up with your hands. Oh, and another thing, guys, what I got to do first is, here, I'll let that chill right there. But another thing is, make sure the old bushings are loosened up a little bit before you put in the other ones. That way you can fit in the new bushings underneath, because if you tighten them all the way, you're not going to be able to get all three in there nice and flush. So make sure you loosen them up a little bit and then tighten them all together at once at the end. So after some little troubleshooting, some difficulties, basically we just took these two bolts out right here. What were they, like 8 mils?
Yeah, 8 mils.
So a couple of 8 mils, and gives you access to your whole center console. And then we pulled that back, so now we have easy access for this. There, you just pull that up, that goes in.
I'm breathing heavy.
And then I got this bushing right here. So now that you got that in there, you got these loosened up just a little bit. Time to put everything together and tighten this bad boy up. The bushings are all officially installed, and me and Josh are going for a little ride, seeing how he likes the bushings. I personally love them. I've had them on my car. I didn't get a chance to do a review or anything on them, but I've had them on my car for a few weeks now, and for $30, it's probably the best mod I've gotten out of my money, considering it was only $30. The shifts are really smooth and precise, so I would definitely recommend it.
So guys, I kind of already feel the difference. It's shifting buttery, dude. I can't wait to get the, what do you call those? The ones for
the shifter bushings?
Yeah, I can't wait to get those.
Yeah, the shifter bushings for the cables really make a big difference, especially combined with the base bushings.
Oh, third gear was a test, man.
Yeah?
It's just butter, dude.
So compared to OEM, you would definitely say there's a difference?
Definitely. Look at these cheap ass fucking shits.
Yeah, I know, dude.
They're literally like rubbery, right?
Yeah. It's soft.
Alright, ready?
Yep.
Yeah, guys, so I mean, I don't know, I like it a lot.
So you definitely notice a difference though compared to the OEMs though, right?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, like the OEM ones were like, they were okay, but I mean with this one it just makes it way more buttery in a way. Yeah, it's more more precise.
It goes in easier and quicker.
Yeah, yeah. So I can't wait to do a couple of rips, you know?
Yeah,
Go
definitely.
to Mexico tonight, see what's going on.
Always at Mexico. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So basically, both of us, we recommend these bushings. Definitely a great bang for your buck. But after you get the base bushings, you're definitely going to want to get the shifter cable bushings, because that's going to make it 10 times better. But anyways, guys, yeah, make sure to check out Josh's channel. Link's going to be down in the description. Stay tuned for more vids, and peace out, guys.